What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about law of sines or sines law. This sines law is applicable for any kind of triangle. As you see one of them right here. We have three angles, capital A, capital B and capital C. And the length of each side is going to be lowercase c, lowercase b and lowercase a. For example, lowercase a length is, this side is going to be opposite to the angle A. And angle B is going to be opposite to the length B. So when you have such a triangle, we're going to have this relationship. Sine of this angle A divided by this length, lowercase a, equals to sine angle B over length B equals to sine C over sine here. This is going to be the relationship between them. Or you can write it, you can inverse it and write A over sine A equals to B over sine B equals to C over sine C. So that's all about law of sines or sine law. Let's see some example. The first example I'm gonna have here. Here we have angle X, which we need to find. 40 degrees on this side, 22 centimeter in here, and 20 centimeter in here. So I can say sine X, angle X, over opposite 22 equals to sine 40 degrees over 20. Or basically you can say 22 over sine X equals to 20 over sine 40. Both of them are completely correct. But you need to write only one of them. I just wanted to show you, you can use either way. So let's use here. So sine X, which is our unknown right now, 22. Sine 40 is 40 degrees. Sine 40 degrees is 0.64. I'm gonna have only two digits after decimal, divided by 20. So 0.64 divided by 20 is gonna be 0.032. So therefore sine X is gonna be 22 multiplied by 0.0332. 0.704. So sine X equals to 0.704. So what is going to be X? X is going to be sine inverse of 0.704. Because here we know the value of the output, the value of sine X. We want to find out the angle. So now whenever we have this kind of situation, we need to use sine inverse, because we are interested in finding the angle. So sine X equals to 0.704. If you want to find X, is going to be X equals to sine inverse of 0.704. Make sure your calculator is set for degrees. So it's going to be 44.7 degrees, or you can round it to 45 degrees. If you were going to use this method, you're going to get exactly the same answer. So let's do another example. $35 degrees in here, 75 in here. We have 40 meters in here, and we need to find the length of this side. So I'm gonna say sine 75 over 40 meters equals to sine 35 equals to, I'm gonna call it something like y. And we know since the summation of all angles on any kind of triangle is going to be 180 degrees. 35 plus 75 is going to be 110. So it means that this point is going to be 70, because 180 minus 110 is going to be 70. So we have sine 70 degrees over x. So we basically don't need to write this one. It is not important because we are not interested in finding this one in this example. We want to find out x. So we can say sine 75 over 40 equals to sine 70 divided by x. So sine 75 degrees divided by 40 is going to be 0.024. Sine 70 is 0.94 divided by x. So x is going to be 0.94 divided by 0.024. That's going to be 39.16, or you round it to 39.2 meters. Next example. Here we have 47 degrees. We have x in here. We have 10.5 in here. And we have 5 in here. Let's say 5 centimeter, 10.5 centimeter. We are interested in finding this angle. So we're going to say sine x using the sine law over 5 equals to sine 47 over 10.5. So sine x equals to sine x over 5 equals to sine 47 divided by 10.5 is going to be 0.0696. Sine x is going to be 0.348. So sine x is 0.348. X is going to be inverse of 0.348. That's going to be 20.4, or approximately 20 degrees. That's going to be the answer. Next one. $65 degrees, x 12 meters, 15 meters. We are interested in finding x. So sine x over 15 equals to sine 65 over 12. Therefore, sine x over 15 equals to sine 65 divided by 12, 0.0755. So sine x equals to 0.0755 times 15, which is 1.1325. Is this possible? It is not possible. Because sine x cannot be greater than 1. So this is an impossible triangle. But if it was something smaller, let's see. If it was something like that, 65 degrees, x 12, instead of 15, for example, if we had 10 meters instead of 15 meters. So again, we have sine x over 10 equals to sine 65 over 12, which is going to be 0.0755. So sine x is going to be 0.755. So x is going to be sine inverse of 0.755. It's going to be 49 degrees. So x is going to be 49 degrees. This example, 46 degrees, 62 degrees. Here we have 20 centimeter. Find out the x in here. So first of all, we're gonna find out the angle in here. 180 minus 46 plus 62. 46 plus 62 is 108. 180 minus 108 is going to be 72 degrees. So here we have 72 degrees. So sine 72 divided by 20 centimeter equals to sine 62 over x. So sine 72 divided by 20 is going to be 0.04755. Sine 62 is 0.883. So therefore x is going to be 0.883 over 0.04755. It's going to be 18.6 centimeter. Now we need to solve for all missing angles and sides. First one, 50 degrees, 70 degrees, 10 centimeter. Gonna call it A, B, C. Lowercase c, lowercase b, and lowercase a. So angle C is gonna be 180 subtract 50 plus 7, which is gonna be 60 degrees. So sine 70 divided by 10 equals to sine 60 divided by C. So sine 70 divided by 10 is going to be 0.0394 equals to sine 60 0.866 divided by C. So C will be 0.866 divided by 0.094. Which is going to be 0.866 divided by 0.094. That's going to give me 9.2 centimeter. So now we have 9.2 here, 10 in here, and we know the angle here, which is 60 degrees. The only thing is missing right now is going to be B. So I'm going to say sine 50 divided by B equals to either this part or this part, because we already know the value of C. But we know sine 70 divided by 10 is 0.094. So I'm gonna say sine 50 is 0.766 divided by B is gonna be 0.094. So B is gonna be 0.766 over 0.094. 8.1 basically when you round it. 8.1 centimeter. Now next one. Imagine we have 40 centimeter in here, 42 degrees, 81 degrees in here. We'll say A, B, and C. So here we have lowercase a, lowercase c, and here we have lowercase b equals to 40 centimeter. So the angle C equals to 180, subtract 81 plus 42 in the bracket, which is going to be 123 degrees. That's going to be 57 degrees. So sine 57 divided by C equals to sine 81 divided by 40. So we need to, basically one of the ratio has to be that side that we have both the length and the angle. Otherwise, if we have two unknowns, we cannot solve it. So sine 81 divided by 40 is going to be 0.0247. So sine 57 over c equals to 0.0247. Sine 57 is 0.839 over c equals to 0.0247. So c will be 0.839 over 0.0247. That's going to be almost 34 centimeter. Now the only thing is missing is A. The angle is 42, so sine 42 degrees over A equals to 0.0247. Sine 42 is 0.669 over A, 0.0247. So A will be 0.669 over 0.0247. That's going to be almost 27 centimeter. Next one. We have 41, 15, 39 millimeter. A, B, C. So this one is going to be lowercase b, lowercase c, and here we have lowercase a. The angle A is going to be 180, subtract 15 plus 41. Which is going to be 180 minus 56. That's going to be 124. So sine 124 divided by 39 equals to sine 41 divided by b. So sine 124 divided by 39 is, so the ratio is 0.0212. Sine 41 is 0.656 over b equals to 0.0212. So b is going to be 0.656 over 0.0212. That's going to be 30.94 or approximately 31 millimeter. That's going to be the B. Now what is C? C is going to be sine 15 degrees over C equals to the same ratio. Once we got the ratio, the rest we can use it for the rest of the information. So sine 15 is 0.259 over C equals to 0.0212. So C is going to be 0.259 over 0.0212. That's going to be 12.2 millimeter. Because the rest of the sides are millimeter, so this one must be millimeter as well. let's see the last one. Last one is gonna be 28 meters. 25 meters. 60 degrees. A, B, C. So I'm gonna say sine 60 degrees over 28 equals to sine A over 25. So sine 60 divided by 28 is going to be 0.031. So sine A is going to be 25 times 0.031. That's going to be 0.775. So A will be sine inverse 0.775. That's going to be 51 degrees. So the angle C is going to be 180 minus 60 plus 51. 180 minus 100, 111 is going to be 69 degrees. So now we have all the angles. Do we have all the angles? We have C, we have B, and we have A. The only thing is missing is this side. Let's do that side as well. So sine 69, which is C, divided by C equals to the ratio, which is 0.031. So sine 69 is 0.933 divided by C equals to 0.031. So C is going to be 0.933 divided by 0.031. That's going to be almost 30.1 meters. So that's going to be how we use sine's law in order to find the angles and sides of any triangle. So as I said, sine's law is applicable for any kind of triangle, isosceles, equilateral, any kind of, even right angles, for all of them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel, and if you have any question, please leave me a comment. Thank you for watching and have a great day.